Mdama, he said we go to Kamchatka and get big weapons. But this place is so cold. I hate it. But maybe, if weapon big enough, it can smash the Arbiter. I hope he goes squish when it happens. Or maybe pop, pop.
Native defense system has been disabled, but Halsey was not able to bring alert system down in time. Promethean forces will arrive within the hour. This human is more trouble than she is worth.
All of the readings I would expect from a Forerunner structure of this scale are erratic at best. I'm beginning to wonder if the signal is in fact bouncing off these locations, as I theorized, or if she is trying to access them directly and failing.
Fall back to the perimeter of the holy site and hold the line. If you allow so much as a crawler to get past you, I will remove your head myself.
The signal is consistent with previous, I hesitate to call them messages, that implies communication. This is more like echolocation, a signal bouncing off Forerunner objects, mapping, searching for something. But what? What could she think to find? We have penetrated the structure that was a focal point for the last signal. I have yet to gain access to anything informative. Jewel's people are more concerned with ceremony than allowing me to do my work. Obtained scans of new Forerunner glyphs. One is completely new. Running the other through the system revealed it contains a similar design to an ancient Sanghili symbol. This symbol referred to a demon who sleeps in the ground and must not wake. How this relates to the signal, I am unsure.
Compound Asteroidea 59B results observed. While subjects were sickened, they all recovered, with no recorded fatalities. Need to return to the formula and find a way to increase toxicity. Compound Asteroidea 61F results observed. While observed morbidity in subjects was satisfactory, LD50 level not adequate. Need to be able to reach a level that maximizes efficiency. Compound Asteroidea 472A results observed. We almost have a candidate here. Sufficient morbidity, adequate LD50. However, we must shorten its half-life.
This is Rooker, Ship AI Argent Moon. Recording this as a warning to any ONI personnel who try to reclaim Argent Moon. Her air is not safe for humans to breathe. I repeat, her air is unsafe. Difficult to record this. We now have 100% fatality rate from the Asteroidea accident. Those near the accident site died almost instantly, liquidized from the inside out. They were the lucky ones. It was vaporized and quickly entered the air system. It slowly spread through the rest of the station. Symptoms took minutes or hours to arrive, depending on distance from epicenter. But none of the crew escaped its effects. Following the massive failure of containment protocols, I am making the decision to quarantine this ship. I've set a course that will keep it clear of any inhabited systems and jettison what remains I can into open space. I am now 6 months past my expiration date. It's clear that I can't manage this station any longer. I never could, and so I'm initiating final dispensation.
It's a hell of a thing to return to your home, find it completely different. Ruined. I couldn't prepare myself for the cold feeling that struck my heart when that elevator rolled down through the planet's atmosphere. The world I knew was gone. We started cutting through the glass today, making a road to a site they've picked out to set up a shanty town they call Meridian Station. I'm starting to wonder if I can do this. Most of the folks here are signed up for the profit. I'm the only one who's here trying to take something back. But there's just so much. I look out on that sea of glass and I wonder if it can really ever be done. Today I found myself working alongside another former colonist, tough old broad named Lottie. Told her about what I'd been feeling. She laughed in my face. She told me, "Sister, you gotta forget about what Meridian was and think about what it could be." I like that. So now when I chip away the glass, I picture a new world we're making.
Got a new shipment in from Bozo. A warthog, 3 mongoose, and 5 pelicans. Checked them, and they're all completely clear of identifiable markings. Bozo, contrary to his nickname, knows his business. I've been putting together a retrospective on Meridian in these, her final days. Records indicate that 139 ships carrying 70,003 souls arrived on this green ball in 2432. Since many of those settlers came from France, they named the first town Avignon and established the colony of Meridian. Early on, there was a big debate over the future of Meridian. Some wanted it to stay unspoiled and undeveloped. Others wanted to build it out. The debates between these stewards and prospectors came to an end when rich mineral deposits were found in the Mathan mountain range, causing a rush of new development as everyone tried to claim their piece.
I found a body in the glass today. Shook me up. Doc Kale said I should talk about it, so here. I'm talking about it. Think I'm done now.
Meridian didn't get it too bad. They hit the human settlement hard, sure, and the plasma bombardment boiled some of the oceans off, but there was enough atmosphere to hold some steam in. Coveys did a rush job, and the planet survived. Less than a third is left out of Lyra. So we chip away at the worst parts like cutting a rod off an apple. Quick job. Should be done inside of 20 years. The plasma they use to glass planets burns so hot most stuff just vaporizes. But sometimes there's a flicker in the beam and the temp drops just enough. That's how you get stuff that's still intact. And yeah, sometimes you get bodies. It's ugly, but I didn't get hung up about it. What gets me, though, is the dogs. Just excavated a homestead and there was a leash leading under the porch. So I'm taking a day off.
Cleared deep the other day. Cut through what used to be a forest. Dug through the glass and cracked right into a natural cave formation. Found actual plant life and pools of standing water with little white bugs hopping around in them. After working sterile glass for so long, seeing those bugs done me a world of good. Running a top-level Deglass south of the populated area, and we hit some kind of metal we couldn't cut through. Ran a pulse, and we got echoes of a subterranean structure or something. I don't know, I'm not on the anthro team. The thing is, there's loose soil beneath it, so whatever that metal is, it shrugged off a direct plasma bombardment. Damnedest thing.
The high winds the plasma kicks up scatters things for miles. Stuff can get thrown into the molten soil, and if it doesn't burn up, it sticks like a fly in amber. Or things get caught in bubbles of ash, like inside a snow globe. And sometimes things just happen, like finding one single house, untouched in a glass field. Figure that's just to help us remember. Make us remember.
Up on a station, everything's white and gray and bland. Some folk are afraid of any place the corners aren't round. Wouldn't dream of living down here, where the ground is ash and glass. Good riddance. Few years' time, kids who come up on Meridian are gonna run this system. Bet your life.
I don't get the guys who spend all day worrying about Governor Sloan. And you can't deny, he does a hell of a job. I'm sure he does that thing where he talks with two voices sometimes, but most folk do the same thing, just aren't courteous enough to do it out loud. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I know he's got Meridian's best interests at heart.
Governor, just got a message from Vivianathan. losing his mind. Says he found something in the rock near Meridian Station. Unknown material and too damn big to be man-made anyway. I need to check his readings, but I wanted to give you a heads up. Governor Thivianathan talked me into letting him take a crew to see what was under the rock. They found, well, it looks like metal. Not slag. Nothing I know. I'll send you some sample readings shortly. Hey, Thivianathan. Sloan's saying to force it open. He can't wait to see what's behind that door. He figures Liang Dortmund might pay us a bonus if we find something good. He's hoping for a finder's fee, yeah?
Free Frontier Education presents The History of Meridian, Part 3. Despite the early success of the Prospector Party, the Stewards gained control of Meridian after a lengthy campaign known as the Free Patriot Movement. The Colonial Administration Authority eventually recognized the Stewards, ending years of strife. Free Frontier Education presents The History of Meridian, Part 7. Military production served as the colony's primary source of revenue, and a contract for the Scorpion MBT ensured Meridian's bright future.
Equipping a team to rehabilitate a glass planet means accounting for its extreme conditions. Uniforms have to deal with extreme cold surface temps, as well as the heat generated by drills. Liang Dortmund set us up with some UNSC-developed tech, gel layer they call it. Goes on under your clothes and keeps temperatures steady. This stuff is magic. And I should have listened to my brother when he said taking this job was a bad idea. The air is full of tiny glass particles. Rips your lungs to shreds, you breathe enough of it. Between the masks and the air filters on every building, I haven't had a breath of unfiltered air in 3 years. Near the same as living on a space station.
After 5 years of near-constant fighting, insurrectionists lost control of Meridian to UNSC forces at the Siege of Athia. Rank-and-file members of the Sundered Legion were offered amnesty by UNSC officials, although their leaders would go on to stand trial in UEG courts.
Matilda, I just thought you should know we're being evacuated. Now, don't panic. I'm sure it's nothing. Sloan just wants us to get clear of some potential trouble, and we'll be safer off-world. I'll call again when I'm clear. Matilda, I just watched the last mule take off. There's no more ships left. Sloan's telling us to move to the space elevator. So they're moving us to Warthogs. There's a lot of fighting going on out there, though. It doesn't seem safe. Matilda, I made it to the elevator, but now I'm stuck at the base. There's a huge line. I guess it wasn't made to carry so many people at once. I'm sure it'll be my turn soon, Matilda. I'll send you another message when I'm in orbit.
The so-called glass is a mineral called Lechattelite. It is the result of the Covenant lances striking the surface of the planet with plasma, converting the topsoil to glass. Any attempt to make a glass planet habitable would mean cutting the surface down to below this topsoil.
Almost immediately after Meridian was recaptured by the UEG, the Covenant arrived. Captain Edmund Percy of the UNSC Sevenfold Gates fought to the last, but was forced to order what few ships remained to fall back to the edge of Hestia system. Within 5 hours of Captain Percy's retreat, Meridian was glassed, and all life there was eradicated.
And then there was a bright flash. Guardian pulled us to paradise. The prophets were not liars. The great journey is for true. I was wrong. The demon has come. This is our punishment. They looked in my head and saw that I doubted. Oh, I never should have doubted.
Separated from the rest of my squad, we were pulled in from patrol around Oban and landed wherever this is. Bunch of coveys already here too. That's no good.
With the bastion beyond my grasp, I turn to the possibility of the domain. However, there is corruption. The source untraceable. Investigations, but no returns. Time runs short. Acquisition of endurance proved difficult in these final days, and Ancilla has agreed to aid my efforts, yet there is concern if he will carry through. However, if Bastion has indeed achieved the impossible, I must find a way of reaching them. If that path be through death and domain, so be it. Bastion is absent, not destroyed, simply missing. No other facility is near enough. A new course of action is required. Bastion's location is confirmed. How, though? After dispersal of the Halos, an impossible act of reconciliation would be required. It may still be possible.
Words are most powerful before blades are drawn. Strength comes from recognizing another's weakness.
The rumors are true. Mdama is dead. We should regroup on Hesperos, but my brothers would rather die in reckless attacks on the swords of Sanghili than suffer the dishonor of a tactical retreat. Feign allegiance to the Arbiter, but are traitors working with the Covenant. Why do you skulk in the shadows? Come draw your blades. You live without honor. Must you die the same way? I will kill you all myself. Ah! Mdama is dead. The Covenant fractures. Soon the Kikyar's contracts will expire. The swords of Sanghili will stand triumphant.
The sun warms those who stand before those who kneel in their shadows.
I am Pitlimp, the Explorer. The Covenant's future depends on ancient Forerunner secrets. That's what Mdama said, so I will look for them. I know there are some old places around here. I will investigate at night so no Arbiter forces can see me.
Scout Makesh, 3rd Patrol. We walked into an ambush. I repeat, a Covenant ambush. Send reinforcements! Kitun, Arach, my brother. Though we fought as we were growing up, only now are we truly enemies. I hope you will see through the lies of Mdama. The swords of Sanghili would welcome a warrior as strong as you. Kitun, Arach, my brother. I remember our first hunt together. When we brought our prey home, it was a moment of greatness, of hope. The Covenant brings only shame to the Sanghili, but it will soon fall. I wish to hunt with you at my side again, brother. It is not too late. Mdama has been killed. We will answer this dishonor by placing the Arbiter's head on a pike. The swords of Sanghili is nothing but a stain on our homeworld history. Long live the Covenant! Another day of endless meetings. Our talents are wasted here. We camp below the Titans of old. The stone warriors meant to guard Sunion against us, I suppose. Or are we retaking Sunion from the occupying Covenant, with the Titans at our backs? And when the Great Guardian awakes, will it save us or forsake us? My head swims. I long for problems that can be solved with a plasma grenade. To spill blood outside of battle is a great dishonor. Words burned into all Sanghili since they were young. Into me. And for a time, I believed. I watched my brothers die around me and never dared give aid. Stitching a wound close brings dishonor. Setting a broken bone brings dishonor. Words of the ignorant ancient who never saw undetonated needle rounds pulsing beneath a brother's skin. If shame is the price of compassion, so be it. Anthropological Linguistics Log, Kolat Kabram speaking. Our history is lost in a haze of lies and myth. As the Covenant ends, I wish to relearn what we have lost. But the eroded and half-ruined glyphs in this place are maddening. Fragments of We, Swords of Sanghelios, are united under no less a warrior than the Arbiter himself. He who exposed the countless lies of the Sanchium and drove back the Covenant. The Arbiter shapes our future with deference to our past. Let us never forget those who have journeyed into the howling dark and did not return, he once said. Have you ever heard such wisdom? When I joined the Swords of Sanghelios, I remained loyal to Mdama. Today, I had my chance to kill the heretic, the false Arbiter. He was readying his armor. My hand fell to my weapon, and I saw the mark branded on his chest. He bears the mark, yet at that moment, I felt shame. His eyes caught mine, and I looked away. It is strange. Perhaps there is more to him than I thought. I'm stationed so close to the Arbiter, and, gods, I have never felt so nervous. I set about polishing my armor straight away, but then thought the Arbiter might frown on such vanity. In battle, should I fly my Banshee to the front and show my skill, or would he see that as recklessness? I'm petrified. I would recuse myself from battle, but that would definitely disappoint him. Would it not?
Catherine Halsey, status update. I'm playing along with your protocol here, Tel. If the Fours bring me an active constructor, I can interface with the Guardian. It will receive Cortana's signal the moment it activates and initiates slip space, but I think I can make sure it leaves the sea before it jumps. I'll get it in the skies over Sunayan, like you asked. In return, send me some assistants with brains in their heads, and loosen this damn security. I'm not going anywhere.
Erase previous recording, begin new recording. I saw you standing at your ship, with armored hand on armored hip. Both my hearts began to pound. So lovely was what I found. I love your brightly shining armor, human named Commander Palmer. I wish that we... What are you doing here, Grunt? What are you laughing at? I will tear off your arms! Jacul, Arach, my brother. We were raised to respect our ancestors. What would they think about your allegiance to humans? What would they think about you following the false Arbiter, who brought shame on us all? Come home to the Covenant, brother. We will not lose. Sanghelios is my home, our home. I have been a member of the Covenant since before birth. Now, nothing but lies and false hopes surround me. There is no honor in fighting your own kind. It is time for a new world of united elites.
I feel lonely today. I lost Jib this morning. He fell during the battle at the Elder Council chambers. He thought he could kill the Arbiter and help the Unggoy's place in the Covenant. But one of the Spartans killed him. I will avenge him. I will kill the Spartans and keep their armor as a trophy.
When night falls, even the greatest Colo herder will still smell like a Colo.
Jacul, my brother. Your tales of our hunts fill me with sadness for times gone. If your desire is to meet again, let it be as brothers united for the Covenant. Every time I kill another Sanghili, I can feel my ancestors judging me. Perhaps I should join the Arbiter's cause and become a Sword of Sanghelios. Mdama is dead. Is it at last time for peace?
Dear whoever finds this, hi. I am leaving. Mdama is gone. Everybody's panicking because the Covenant is falling apart, and, well, I don't want to die. So I'm gonna go be a a sword of Sanghelios. Still be working for the Sanghili, but at least it'll be on the winning side. Pitlimp here. I know we are not allowed in the old place, but I sneaked in. And I saw the old signs. Just like the ones at Sunayan. The signs for the Guardian.
Arbiter is often seen pacing the exposed cliffside of the rebel camp. He would be vulnerable to long-range attack, but it would destroy enemy morale if we could catch him and crush him with one of the Kraken's claws. Check the feasibility of that maneuver.
It is time. I go now. To the Bastion.
As I flew my Banshee toward the Kraken, I could see the 4 humans running along the ridge below me. They were fighting uphill and greatly outnumbered, yet the Covenant forces barely slowed them down. Jacul and Mdama used to say humans could never stand against the glory of the Covenant. It shames me to think I once took orders from such a fool. The battle was glorious. When I took to the air, my concerns about pleasing the Arbiter vanished. After all, there is no time to think about pride while taking turret fire. I destroyed the assigned targets while avoiding the Kraken's flailing arms, and the cursed thing crumbled beneath our onslaught. The victory honored us, and that is all I require. Security Officer's Log. I was able to convince a Covenant grunt to tell me how they tracked the Arbiter's movements. Ghattam of the Arbiter's Keep. The Covenant promised him power and prestige, a desperate ploy from a dying faction. Arach did not resist when he was questioned. Perhaps he thought the Arbiter would not execute a member of his own clan. He was wrong.
Human Science Report, Log 42. Prolonged observation of the Dr. Halsey supports theories from New Alexandria that human females signal maturity by losing appendages. If my hypothesis be correct, soon the Dr. Halsey will release her spores and spin a cocoon of rich meat silk. Truly, this is a very exciting time to be making science.
You talk a great deal about how little you need me tell. That you could take Sunayan with or without the Guardian. That uniting this whole planet is within your grasp. Go ahead. Be as stubborn as you like. But do not ignore the past, and do not forget whom I represent. You talk constantly of respect. It's time you showed some. Consider this my final mandatory status update.
Jacul, my brother. Now that we are free of the corruption of the Sanshum and the foolishness of Jacul and Mdama, you have no reason to refuse my offer of amnesty. Come home, brother. My brother, it seems our ancestors wished us to confront our stubbornness. Today, I killed you for your betrayals. Yet you were strong. You ensured that by dawn, I will join you. Perhaps, beyond the battles of this world, we will find a way to live together in peace once more. Speak not to the Holy Guardian of Sunayan. Pray only that it remains still. Let it not stir, else it tear our world asunder.
Oh, Guardian. May this prayer keep him asleep forever. He keeps our world safe and protects the Covenant. The domain cannot be opened as long as he stays sleeping. Oh, Guardian, magnificent sleeper. Pitlimp here. I understand it now. The Guardian is connected to places all around. Others are afraid of him. They think that he will destroy us. I think he's our real vessel to the great journey. When the time comes, I'll be ready.
We have fallen back again and again, and now they are here. Here. The heretic filth has pushed into Sunayan. What madness is this, that our strength can be overcome by their weakness?
Do not ignore the words of those who saw the sun before you. No blade is sharp enough to cut an unknown enemy.
So I've been thinking, if this place is supposed to be all perfect and made for us, how come nothing looks right? Where's the salty bogs, huh? Where's the methane springs? I mean, we can't even breathe over here. Not even the elites like it. I mean, who was this paradise made for, huh? I got no clue.
Where am I? Is this domain?
Marine Selena Ronan here. Our last known location was circling the Guardian at Samaron. There was a sequence of shockwaves and then we were here, wherever here is. Our Pelican slip-spaced in and came under immediate fire. Not many survivors. We'll try to find shelter and gather some supplies from the wreckage. This is a nightmare. Over.
Designation Genesis. How? Where is Bastion? Communications few. Constructor network picking up echoes. Confusing.
Marine Gulas reporting in. So far, all we know about this planet is that it has hostiles. We've spotted Covenant. They probably got pulled along accidentally, same as us. We're holed up and maintaining a defensive perimeter. But the Cubbies get aggressive when they're confused, and we're low on ammo. I don't know how long we can hold on.
The Guardians sounded their mighty call and tore the stars apart. They brought us here. The ships of believers and heretics alike were flung to the fertile ground, where the survivors engage in a glorious slaughter. Yes, to die here, in the home of the gods, is the highest honor. I cannot wait.
Marine AJ Kaz reporting again. Just had to change location. Those robot things came after us hard. We went through the hills and could see Covenant ships getting slip-spaced in and crashing all over the place. For now, we're bunkered by some structure. Started moving a little while ago. Don't know why. Don't know if we'd be safer nearby or if we should get away from it. Don't know much. Over.
Organon gone. Domain burned. Damaged. So many lost. Missing.
I knew it! Kid Pitlimp has always been bound for destiny. I speak as one who has undergone the great journey. Now I will talk to the gods. I will be a god. I will... What is that creature? If you are a god, I worship you. Otherwise, worship me. Wait, no, no!
The Warden made a pact. With whom? How does he walk once more? Ancilla knew how. She reassembles. She cures herself. Soon, domain. The Guardians. She sees them. She understands. Stop her! The Ancilla. She knows I'm here. She hunts me. His name was Big Jam. He was a mere grunt, scarred though spirited past his useful years. His advice was unconventional. Fight as if there was no honor in death. He guided us to victory in conflict after conflict, and while we reveled in our glory, he mourned every brother we lost along the way.
Bastion.
As the war went on, Bibjam became more concerned with protecting us. When we finally caught him betraying our movements to the swords of Sanghelios, he told us capture was the only way for us to avoid death. He truly believed he found a way to save us. I could not meet his gaze when I ran him through. The hand of the Didact was broken. Why have none risen to take his place? The abiding truth will not persist if none are left alive to speak it. If I am branded a heretic for doubting the Forerunner's promise, then so be it.
Construct a network under Warden control. Control can be taken back. External, though. The monitor could help if only I could speak to her.
This is Pilot 28-5 Lee from Dropship Boatsa. Coming down on an unknown planet. Mayday, mayday. Sending our location now. We've been caught in a slip-space bubble of an unknown entity.
Bastion. Bastion. Ancilla distracted. Warden as well. Domain repairing. Healing. I feel clear for the first time in there. Finally I see. After so long. Bastion. Bastion still lives.
I've managed to get out of the crash site with the Mantis, but I'm injured. I had to find a safe place. Catching my breath. I've seen more UNSC dropships coming with those slip space bubbles. No survivors found yet. I need a rest. I have no idea what's going on here.
There is no future for the Covenant. The gods turned their backs after the human woman offered the librarian's key, and Mdama took it. That was meant to test his faith, his ability to resist temptation. He failed. We all failed. This is our punishment.